Good morning, Denny. It is Monday, June 27th, and I am drinking tea when it's 100 degrees outside in Prague. So, probably not the best idea in the world, but tea is worth the pain. But I've been meeting a lot of new people here in Prague from all over the country and all over the world, from Singapore to the United Kingdom to Nebraska. I even met people who go to the same college as me, and that's kind of bizarre. But it's got me thinking about the three kinds of getting to know you talks. You got small talk, which is, lovely weather we're having, isn't it? Or how about that sports team that comes from where you come from? You got medium talk, like, where's your favorite bridge? What do you think of political stuff? Religious stuff kind of sometimes falls in this category. And there is big talk. Talk about, existential, where you go when you die, what morals you follow, and all that stuff. But my go-to big talk question isn't even a question, it's just a statement. Whenever I feel like I really want to know someone, I say, tell me a story. And usually this is met with some bewilderment. They don't quite understand what I'm asking them. A story about what? So I just repeat the question. I say, tell me a story. It can be about anything. Just tell me a story. And it never fails, because the great thing about people is they always want to talk about themselves. They could talk about the French Revolution. They could talk about a desolate planet on the outer rims of a galaxy. But no, if I ask them to tell me a story, they will always tell me a story about them. And because humans are the reciprocal thing they always ask me for a story. And I always struggle to come up with a story because I'm always prepared to ask the question, but I'm never prepared to receive the question, which is a really stupid move on my part, but I continue to make it, nevertheless. So I'm going to preemptively strike here. I'm going to ask you, Denny, tell me a story, but I'm going to do my own story for the remainder of this vlog, so haha, you don't get to ask me because I planned this, and hopefully you'll comply. You tend to. Yeah, you tend to go off with my crazy antics. I love you for it. So this one time in high school, my senior year, I was a director. I am a big theater nerd, but I never have acted in a play. I am always in the background usually. I have been stage manager, spotlight operator, but one glorious time, I was a director. So the play I was directing was about a small town in Texas, and all the zany characters that lived there. So us being a good old Catholic school, we decided that this play would include drag and raunchy situations, because what else are theater departments there for besides pushing the envelope? And we practiced this play for a good 3 months or so, and I always offered little directorial notes and blah blah blah, because the main reason I decided to direct because I can't act worth shit. Like, my cynical quip is, baby, I act every single day of my life, which at that point was probably more true than I'd like to admit. And also it was really weird because I usually said that to guys, because I went to an all-guys school. So eventually we're at the final dress rehearsal, and we are reading these old theater traditions, like what you're supposed to do in the final dress rehearsal. And eventually we come along to this tradition that you're supposed to, on the final night of the play, give the director flowers stolen from a grave. And that it was just a blip on the radar at the time, but at last, 3 days later, in our final performance, where Saturday when everyone came, because no one came on Friday or Thursday, really. Don't know why. But I got a rainbow cowboy hat, which I still have to this day, and red and yellow flowers. I thought they just bought them for me, but after the performance, one of the actors who gave them to me said, "You know where those came from, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, they're like Sam's or something." And I was like, "Nope." Remember? And I was like, "Oh shit, you stole these from a grave?" But now that I think of it, those are probably the only flowers I've ever received in my life. Flowers are nice. Maybe I should send flowers to my mom. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's the end of the story, therefore the end of this vlog. I hope you tell me a story about whatever the heck you want on Wednesday, and I'll see you then. Bye. Wow. On a somewhat unrelated note, if I had $1 for every time I edited out me sipping tea and saying, ah, I think I'd be a millionaire.